Hey there tech fans, Rick here again from the OREI team. In today's video, I'll show you how you can easily find and change the IP address of any OREI network connected product. And that network connection is critically important because it allows you to basically open a web browser from any computer connected to the same network so you can access the internal graphical user interface of the product to make a wide variety of changes to both the configuration and the settings so that product perfectly matches your needs. It also allows you to use the brand new OREI phone app to access those same configuration settings. But in order to add the product to your network, you first need to understand what the current IP address of that product is to make sure it's not going to cause a conflict on your network. And then you may need to change that IP address again to match your network settings. So in this video, I'll show you how to find the IP address of the product first, and then I'll show you how you can easily change that. But before I get into all of that, I thought I'd discuss the IP address itself first because it's confusing and it's pretty simple, but a lot of people have misconceptions about it. So in the early days of the internet, the committee that set up the standards for different computers connecting to the internet decided they would have an IP address, which is Internet Protocol, that included 4 octets. So there are 4 sections to it that perfectly define where that product is in the world and how it connects to the network. And those are broken down based on region and country and state, so it's not a complicated thing, but it's essentially the way the mail system works, where they have to find your house, wherever you live, on the street you live, to find the mailbox to put the mail in. So in most cases, a home network is based on 4 octets that start with 192, the second octet is 168, the third one is 1, and then the fourth one is up to you. And on a home network, you can have up to 255 devices plugged into your network at the same time, and that fourth octet will vary between 1 and 254. So on your network now, if you have security cameras, you've got multiple computers, you've got streaming media devices, each one of those products have their own IP address. So you've already used a number of those IP addresses on your network. And if you just plug this into your network without checking the IP address, it could very well conflict with one of those other products, and it's not going to work. It's going to cause all kinds of problems on your network, so you want to avoid that. So the first thing you'll need to do is to figure out the current IP address of the product before you plug it into your network, and that's pretty easy to do. You can start with the manual. That's the simplest way to figure out what the current IP address is. Every product that OREI ships has a very extensive manual that explains everything you'll ever want to know about the product, and it has sections in here to identify the current IP address. It'll actually tell you what that IP address was when it was sent from the factory and how you can obtain it through both the network connection and the RS-232 connection on the rear. But always check the manual first because you might find that it's configured perfectly for your network. Now in the case of the unit I have in front of me, which is the UHD48-EX230-K, this comes from the factory with an IP address of 192.168.1.100, which works on my network, but it might cause a conflict on your network, but knowing that IP address is the first step. So always check the manual. That's the easiest way to figure it out. The second easiest way is a lot of the OREI products come with an LCD display on the front. And when you first power up the device, it'll actually list out the current IP address. So power up the device, watch that LCD display in the front or the LED display in the front, and then you'll read the IP address, the subnet mask, and the gateway, and you'll know if it matches your network. So finding that IP address is important. The third way you can do it is through the RS-232 connection on the rear of the unit. Now, any product that's network connected comes with an RS-232 connection kit, which you can plug into the back RS-232 port. Then there's a connector here that plugs into this connector that terminates in a USB-A connection right here. So essentially, you'll plug this into your computer. You'll need to use a terminal emulator program. The easiest one to find is PuTTY. Now I have a QR code on the screen where you can download PuTTY for free, and that's a terminal emulator that allows you to issue commands on your computer over that RS-232 connection to control the unit. Now you can issue a wide variety of commands to actually make changes to the configuration, but the command you'll want to issue to figure out the current IP address, if you haven't found it another way, is lowercase r ipconfig ! And that'll return the current IP address, the gateway, and the network mask. So you'll have your information. So once you know that, then you can actually connect your computer directly to it. You may have to modify the IP address on your computer to match that current network, but if that's the case, you can go into your settings on your computer and you can temporarily change the IP address of your computer to match that foreign network, and then get into the graphical user interface to make the changes to add it to your network. And I'll show you how to do that in a minute. The fourth way to do it would be to use an IP scanner program, and then you can choose what range of IP addresses you want to scan for. In my case, I always put in the full scan, let it run. And what it's going to do is crawl your network to find devices that are active. It's going to ping those devices, and in most cases, it'll actually get a recognition from the device that explains what that device is. So you'll probably see your router, you might see some Wi-Fi connection points, you'll see other computers, you'll probably see your media streaming products, and you'll see an OREI product identified. The only problem with an IP scanner program is that it can only identify products that are within the boundaries of the IP address range that you've specified, so in some cases it may not even see the product, but again, that's a last resort. The easiest way certainly is to find the manual. You'll find the predetermined IP address that was set from the factory. The second easiest way is to check the display in the front of the product if your product has one, and that'll give you the exact IP address, the network mask, and the gateway, so you'll know exactly what the address is. The third way is to use the RS-232 cable connected to a local computer, and then issue that R ipconfig exclamation point, and that'll actually return the IP address. And then the fourth way is to use an IP scanner, but you probably won't have to resort to that. I thought I'd just mention it as sort of a last-ditch effort. Now, if you stay tuned next, what I'll do is show you, once you access the product through a web browser, how you can easily change all of the parameters to reset the network address to make it compatible with your particular network. Once you know the current IP address of your OREI device and have confirmed that there are no conflicts, you can connect the device to your local network and power it on. You can then simply open a browser from any computer on that same network and enter the IP address of your device. In my case, that address is 192.168.1.100. This will bring you to the login page for the graphical user interface, and you can enter your credentials. If it's the first time that you're using the product, the default username and password are listed in the manual. Once you've entered the correct details, you'll be greeted by the main page of the interface. Along the left-hand side of that page, you'll see a series of tabs for the various configuration sections available on your particular device. Locate and tap the Network tab to enter that section. On the top of that page, you'll see the current IP address for the device. Here, you can enter the desired new IP address directly if you'd like to select a specific one, or you can choose DHCP to have your network assign an address automatically. If your network supports this function, always choose it to make the configuration easier. Once you've made your selection, be sure to tap the Save tab to both validate and save your changes. This is all you'll need to do in order to change the IP address of the device, and now you can use the new IP address you just set when you want to access the device through a computer or the new OREI phone application. I hope you found this quick tutorial on how to identify and change the current IP address for any OREI network connected product helpful. By adding that product to your network, you can easily open a web browser from any computer connected to that same network to access the graphical user interface, where you can make a variety of changes to both the configuration and the settings to perfectly match your setup. It also allows you to use the new OREI phone app to make those same changes. So until next time, thanks again for watching.